let's talk practically. What do you do? What do you do when you come out and you're trying to figure out, okay, I want to buy a house. That is my goal. I want to, because the Sydney dream, I mean, the boys at Latitude talk about it all the time. Latitude Accountant, shout out, the Lat Chat, all that stuff. Good on you.
What a place.
Love it.
What a place.
But they always say that the primary goal for a person that lives in Australia is to buy a house. Okay? And it is what it is. It's to buy a house. That's our goal as people. We want to buy a house. We want to live with a family in that house. We want to provide for that family. We want to be comfortable without living all the way in whoop.
Yeah.
Okay? So how do you do that? Well, I don't think we live in a society anymore or a state of finances anymore where you can just go and buy your first house and live in it in the area you want to live in.
Yep.
It's impossible.
It's crazy impossible.
It's more impossible now than it's ever been.
It's unfortunate, but it's impossible.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It really is.
Yeah.
So what do you do?
What are we going to do? We're going to sit in the corner and cry?
No, you got to figure out a different way to do it. And
Sure.
Brandon brought it up earlier. It was invest. You got to invest in something. Now, I don't know too much about different types of investments. The one investment that has worked for me is property. Okay. When I was 17 years old, no, not even 17. I was 14, 15 years old, sitting at Dave Fagali's house. Abud, Mark, and Dave were sitting down after the meeting, hanging out, or eating some barbecue, and they start talking about property. And I remember being hooked. I was like, what is this property stuff they're talking about? I had no clue. I had no idea. They just kept going. A few weeks later, I remember sitting down. Mark and Abud were sitting there, and I go, all right, boys, explain to me property. What are we doing? Dave's sitting over there on the other side, and we had this long conversation about what the property market does for you and what doors it opens for you. I am 15 years old. I've got no money. I've got no clue, but this thing was planted in my head. I need to buy property. As soon as I turned 17, I jumped into my first job. I was a tradie. I was earning $40,000 a year. It's peanuts. I worked there for a month. From that, I took my paychecks to a broker. And that's the first thing you need, is you need a broker.
Yes, sir.
Okay? Get yourself a broker. Go talk to a broker. Most of them work for free, and they'll give you your position. Essentially, what a broker does is they go from bank to bank. Brandon, please correct me if I'm wrong, if I get any of this wrong. But they go from bank to bank to see how much that they can get you as a loan so that you are able to purchase a property with.
Yeah.
And you will get something called an investment loan. That investment loan will tell you your capacity and will tell you where you can start looking for a property. Okay?
Yeah.
Am I stuffing anything up
No,
there?
you're good.
We're good so far?
Yep.
All right. That's your first step.
Yeah.
Find out your financial position, and they'll give you that financial position. From that point, you'll know what you can afford. You'll know what you can buy. You'll know what you can do. So you start looking around. You jump onto realestate.com and you start searching. Download the app, start looking around. If you're thinking you're going to be able to buy a house for $500,000 in Bankstown, you're dreaming.
You're dreaming.
Good luck.
If you're thinking you're going to be able to buy a house in Wilmot, Mount Druitt for $500,000, you're dreaming. If you think you're going to Campbelltown for that price, you're dreaming. Right now, you're going to have to go further out.
Yes, sir.
However further out that is, I don't know. I'm not in that market anymore. But go as far out as you need to, or get into units. Whatever you can get into. I just say...
Get your foot in the door.
I think that is my advice. Get your foot in the door.
And I think it's really important that people, they automatically look at Sydney, they go, they can't buy, and they quit.
Yeah.
And
I'll just rent for the rest of my life.
And I'll just rent for the rest of my life. Why would I go and buy something further out 5-6 hours away? What purpose does that serve me? But at the end of the day, I think it's just about getting your foot in the door, by whichever means necessary. And I think once you do that, it just sets up what your future could look like that one day, and then you do find that person you want to spend the rest of your life with, and you build a life together that you then one day be able to have that dream and buy in Sydney and everything else. But you got to start somewhere. Like quitting off the bat, just looking, Sydney's impossible, stuff it, I want to go to Europe, dumb. Very dumb. But I also think that to start of all this, you got to set goals and expectations, but they have to be very realistic. You can't be earning like 60K, so I want to save 50K.
I'm gonna live in Vaucluse.
Yeah. Like, calm down.
Yeah.
But if you start setting realistic goals, just because you're buying further out, it doesn't really matter. As long as you're buying, as long as you're looking to invest and plan and to just start somewhere, do that.